Hey, girl. Hey, bonjour, hello.
Bonjour, hello, bonjour, comment allez-vous aujourd'hui?
I don't speak that horrible language.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
It's the language of the oppressor.
Oh, whatever. What oppressor? What? What? That's like the
Oh,
one.
God.
That's like the one country that didn't really like overrun the United States as
Oh,
much
you
as.
over in the United States. There you go. I'm like,
Yeah,
girl, they did say so. They did say so. They did that. They
I didn't say they
did.
didn't do. I said they weren't as bad as some of the others.
Oh God, dear listeners, I am 3/4 of a margarita into a to a baking sugar, and I'm
And I'm
here
having
doing a
hot
you
tea.
slave. God, you told me that we were doing cocktails tonight.
I was, but I got a headache, and I didn't want to have a worse headache, so I was just like, I don't want
Girl,
to.
you'll have the worst headache tomorrow.
No, 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 because I have to after we do this, I have to finish a
What
couple
do you
of
have
the
to finish?
things.
What do you have to
I gotta
finish?
finish.
What?
I gotta finish
Why
one of
do
the
you
shirts
have
for the
things to
thing
do?
because I
Why?
always have things to
I
do.
know. Does it not drive you crazy?
No,
Oh, it would drive me crazy
why? I like having
because
stuff
it's
to do.
things to do. I like to sleep.
I mean, I do sleep. I don't not sleep. I mean, I sleep. I do sleep.
Oh no, I'm just looking at myself in the
Oh, okay.
picture down there in the corner.
I did actually fall asleep on the couch though, so I guess that's a sign that
Oh.
maybe I'm tired.
Well, man, why don't you tell the people what's new with you? Is anything new? Anything new? Anything important? Anything great? Anything happy?
Um,
Anything? Anything?
So, so fun story. So all day today, so for dear listeners, if you don't know what we do in our daytime, we have day jobs. We don't just do this to make money because we don't make any money. Um, but I had a mustache hair that kept getting in my mouth all
Oh, I
day.
hate it when that happens.
And so it was like I had a series of calls back to back to back where I really couldn't get up and address it. And I think my people that I talked to over Zoom might think I might have a crack problem at this point because I kept kind of messing with my face the whole time.
Uh huh.
And so yeah, so that was today. That was a lot. But in cool news, um,
Good
uh,
news.
cool news. In neat news, so we are about
Neat
to enter
news.
into our just like you're going up to the land of sausage and honey. Um, we are I
Sausage
don't know.
and beer.
This is
I'm
honey.
going to
Mead,
Milwaukee.
sausage and mead. So we are about to enter into what we consider to be spring break down here in South Florida.
Ooh, that's a lot of half naked men.
It is it's a lot. And so I have to tell you, I didn't tell you this last week, but I didn't realize what it was going to be like going to do my gig in Miami Beach
Mm-hmm.
because I've never you know me, I've never done spring break my entire life, right? So I go over to the beach and there's a lot of cops. Number
Yes.
one, a lot of cops, and all of the parking decks are like $20 now.
Yep.
So yeah, so that was interesting. And then when we actually were apparently this past the other day, which I'm a little nervous about for this week, there was a murder. And so one of my friends basically got like stopped three different times by the police because they were looking for the murderer. And so I'm a little nervous now because according to my co-host, spring break lasts until about the second week in April. So I have about 3 weeks of this that I got to deal with. So that's been interesting to say the
Girl,
least.
buy some mace.
I know, right? No, I'm actually gonna well, I mean, I wear my Doc Martens, so I'm kind of prepared. Plus, the parking deck's not that far from the actual bar. Now, what you said earlier, though, girl, girl, like I'm just gonna tell you this.
Uh huh.
I will be. I'm the first person to give people props. There are some beautiful men and women that walk up in that bar
Uh huh.
and They are in their like Miami vacation finest, meaning almost nothing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Especially the ladies wear it is almost like architecture, right? Like the amount of like material that's not there, but you're still not naked. It's like I don't really sometimes I genuinely I'm sitting there while they're singing or they're dancing, and I am genuinely trying to mathematically figure out how their titties are not popping out, how their skirts are not moving where what it's amazing.
It's the secret of Fredericks of Hollywood.
I love it. I have developed an even more appreciation for women's clothing watching these spring break ladies because good gracious, like I just didn't understand. So one lady had on about the same amount of material as Lilu from Fifth Element last week, and it was just like, well, okay, girl, all right.
Not Lilu, girl. Not
Oh yes,
Lilu.
oh yes, oh yes, yes. Like yes, there's that meme. There's like a meme or something like that where like this girl's like, I don't know what to wear, and she's just standing there in her bra, and she was just like, just wear that, and she's like, okay, I've seen that now. Like I've seen multiple women that are just in like brassiere kind of things, and that's it.
Braziers.
Yeah, so I love it. I love it.
Do you know what the German word for bra is? Are you ready for
I'm
this? Are
so
you ready for
nervous.
this? So it's
What?
shortened to Beha. That is what's shortened to. Okay.
Beha. Okay.
Which is the letter B, the letter H. Okay. But it is actually Brustenhaken, which means booby
Brusten?
holder.
Brusenhaven.
Brusten?
Brusten?
Halton.
Halton. Oh, okay.
Yeah, boob holder.
Oh my gosh. I think I feel like they may have the most perfect word for bra.
Uh-huh. It's a
I like that.
brassiere.
Oh
Brassiere, which is also what you can find at a at
no.
Dairy
You
Queen. I know it's a
tickled
brassiere,
yourself. You
but
totally tickled yourself. You were just like, I can't. I love when you're about to say something and then you stop yourself because you're making yourself laugh. To me, that's the best thing ever.
oh God, girl. Speaking of making ourselves laugh, did you know we have a Patreon?
Yes, every time I see that zero, it makes me laugh
Dear
with tears.
listeners, we have a Patreon.
Hmm.
It is patreon.com/Mims and Maim. See, I figured out how to do it, girl. I've got
You
to screw up
did.
saying Patreon too. It's
Well, I mean, I think though you do have the advantage that we've already done one podcast.
we'll see how it works whenever I'm at the Cherokee Casino on Monday. And like
Cherokee people, Cherokee tribe.
Cherokee tribe. Too proud to live, too proud to die. That was such a bad song.
Oh man. Oh
oh
gosh, growing
God.
up in the South in the 80s, there's nothing.
Girl, that song's from like the 60s, 70s.
Like I
And
said,
today,
growing up in the South in the 80s.
oh God. Dear listeners and Mame, did you know we have another podcast?
Just the one?
Just the one we have dropped Where's Dorothy, dear listeners?
Speaking of murder.
I am thinking about just ripping it off the internet too, so nobody asks any questions. It's a travesty.
Just pour some, what is it they do? Pour some lime on it, right? Isn't that what they do to get rid of the body?
Lie, not lime. Oh, that reminds me of a margarita.
What's that?
That means I'd have to go downstairs and edit this episode.
No.
We're not doing that.
You're not
Anyway,
gonna
yeah,
do
we've
that.
got Baking Sugar, which is our Designing Women podcast. Dear listeners, find it if you want to. Don't if you don't. But thank you for listening.
Thank you for being a
Do, 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 do. Oh, my God. Well, Mame, what do you say? Why don't we get into this episode?
Yeah, I love it. I wish we had done this during Black History Month.
This is season 1, episode 14, Murder to a Jazz Beat. Pew, 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 pew. Do,
Oh my
do, do,
god.
do. Do,
Oh
do,
my
do,
god.
do, 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 do. You're playing more instruments than they were in this episode. Anyway, we're in New
Yeah.
Orleans.
New Orleans, everyone, not Cabot Cove.
Not Cabot Cove. Jess is in a taxi.
Ooh, and who is that driving her around? Is that Garrett Morris, comedy icon?
It is, but his name today is Lafayette.
Yes, because Garrett Morris plays a very convincing Louisiana citizen.
He's wearing a Saints hat, and that's
He
all
is.
that matters.
So, dear listeners, if you're not familiar with the talent that is Garrett Morris, he is a literal comedy icon. Was the first black cast member on Saturday Night Live. He was part of the original season. He has, done a lot more probably urban things, so a lot of our listeners might not be as familiar with him. But he was the station manager on Martin, things like that. So for me, it was an extra bonus because I love that guy.
There's a show I didn't watch very much of.
Oh my god, you need to go back and rewatch.
I know.
Martin is it, and it's held up over time. Oh yeah,
has held up better than Living Single because I love Living Single, but
no, it has.
It doesn't.
Well, remember, Living Single, right? Living Single was very much of the time. Martin was based on the characters.
True.
Living Single was like it was a reflection of what was going on, whereas Martin wasn't a reflection of anything other than Martin Lawrence being insane.
Dear listeners, however, I will say if you start watching Living Single and paralleling it with Friends,
oh yeah,
there's like a 2-week gap that Friends began ripping off Living Single. It's insane. Insane. But we're not here to talk about that.
No,
we
we're
find
not.
out that Jess is a celebrity and she's late for a taping at WDBX in New Orleans.
Miss Jessica. Miss Jessica, are you a celebrity? I was like, I love that.
That is a very good impression of him. That is a very good impression of him poorly doing a New Orleans accent.
Oh man.
Not as bad as later on the lieutenant who his accent comes and goes as it pleases.
It's dead on arrival.
So she arrives at WDBX. Lafayette is going to take her bags back to the hotel because just trusts everybody. Like,
I mean, wouldn't you trust Lafayette though?
I would. Anyway, the set is empty.
There's nobody here. Where is everybody?
Jonathan, are you here, Jonathan?
Jessica, what are you doing here?
Jonathan's here. Huzzah! We find out that Jessica is 2 days early. She got it transcribed backwards in her little calendar because she still hasn't hired an assistant yet.
Somehow.
She should have hired the creepy dude from a few episodes ago.
I know, he was such a good assistant.
I mean, and he would bone her he would give her snoo on the reg.
Literally. That guy wanted her.
Oh, God.
Creepy arm candy? Yes, please.
Yes. So Jonathan immediately takes Jess the French Quarter.
Of course, because, we have nothing to do for 2 days. I have 2 days of your attention.
That's right. So we're in the restaurant, and they decide to do a camera thing that they've never done with the hand camera backwards. Like, I was like, this is making me nauseous. Why? What are they doing? Like, are they trying to win an Emmy or something? What is going on here?
I think it's just they were trying to capture the exotic nature of Louisiana and that's what they were doing.
It could be even simpler than that. They were in that restaurant and they couldn't fit the thing through the hallway. It was actually filmed inside of a restaurant.
Oh my God. Like they actually, the one time we do an on location and we can't fit the camera.
Yes. So then we meet Eddie Walters. He's taken Ben some coffee, and Ben really likes his coffee hot.
Yeah, yeah.
Ben is a regular.
That guy.
That guy, like, he really is the worst stereotype in this.
Well, I mean, technically, right?
Yeah.
In every one of Jessica's episodes, somebody has to be a terrible stereotype of
That's true.
some
That's true.
kind. It's almost
That's
like
true.
written
That's true.
in the script.
So we pan over to Ben's table, and we find out that Ben is going to Vegas.
Ooh.
And he is, quote unquote, seeing Lisa.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
We meet Aaron Kramer, Ben's manager. They found the only Jew in New Orleans.
I just thought it was something really funny. The fact that he's like seeing Lisa on the side, and then the fact that when he's on a different world, he ends up marrying Jaleesa.
Oh my God, that's why it looks so familiar. Holy shit. Holy shit. Thank you. My God. I was watching this thing. I was like, how do I know him? How do I know a different world? It's the major. God. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Sure,
It's a different world. Who the way you come from.
When Aretha Franklin did that theme song revision, I was about it.
You know, I wish Bill Cosby would hurry up and die so we can do that show for a podcast. Is that wrong to say? Is that controversial yet brave, or is that just true?
No, because I actually would like to do, because that show was such an interesting journey.
Yeah.
Like it changed multiple times into different things.
Yep.
That I would love to do that as a podcast, because it was for people that don't remember, like it started in one place and by the time it ended, it was like, wow, this is really like a journey.
Yep. Well, we find out the quintet is not going.
I'm sorry, what?
And one of the quintet people says, you know, I was there with you. I wrote your arrangements. I split the last bean on the plate.
Not the beans, honey. Not the beans.
The beans. So Aaron has promised to take care of the band.
Oh, that's nice of him.
And Jonathan says that they are meeting at the barn. They're going to go to the barn to listen to some rare music. Girl, I think that means black.
You're stupid. I mean, you know, call it what it is, I guess. Jazz. Ooh. It's the 80s and we're still talking about it.
That jazz.
Now, that is a song that I love doing for karaoke. I do a lot of Chicago songs for karaoke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It always gets me some good tips.
But just the tip. So we're at the barn now.
Yes.
And Jess is dressed up.
Yes.
She's like, oh, I was expecting a concert hall. Girl, we said it was a barn. You are in the South.
A barn, like an actual barn.
Yeah.
You should not expect a concert hall.
Well, Eddie goes into a back room and he sees Callie.
Mm-hmm. Blessed Callie.
Blessed Callie. She's special, and he gives her a rose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Remember when Diana Ross had that short little hair like she does?
Yes, honey.
For that hot second before she went whoop.
It's probably the same terrible wig, too. Callie's wig has seen some mileage. I was like, why is it clumpy like that? Like, why? What? I mean, we already know that Hollywood is not good when it comes to that, but I was like, what is that? Oof.
So Jess and Jonathan are heading to the back room, and Aaron and Ben are arguing. Yeah. So Aaron's like, I've got your seat over here, Jess. Jonathan leaves to go present. Ben is walking out of the stage, and he sees Callie.
Yes.
We find out he quit smoking, and he chews a lot of gum.
Yes.
We also find out that Callie and Ben have some beef. And it is rare, girl. We don't know what it is, but
we know
she
it's
will
there.
always be there no matter what.
Ride or die.
Ride or die. Even though she says, well, you could just let me go. He's like, you know I can't do that.
Yeah, ride or
die. And you know why. You know why.
Ride or die.
So the jazz has started.
Girl, this little whatever this was.
I just want to point out something very quickly.
This was too long.
It was a 6-person quintet. That's not counting Eddie.
It was very long. It was a very long moment, and I did think it was so cute when they panned to Jessica's little foot tapping. She's like, ooh.
What about Eddie with the smile on his face bobbing there with that clarinet?
Yeah, whatever about that. That's okay. Whatever. No, it was too long.
It was
long. It was like about 3 or 4 minutes of just
Yep. And we're turning in 3 or 4 minutes of podcast, so let's keep going. So Ben takes a sip of coffee.
Yeah, that's some coffee.
And then he's handed Sweet Man Buddy Bronson's Miss Emma clarinet.
I remember when they said that. So I used to work with this lady. Her name was Terry.
Hey, Terry's a lady.
That was literally like 20 years ago. Terry was obsessed with the blues musician Buddy Guy. I guess that's his name. And she sounded like a woman who was obsessed with a blues musician named Buddy Guy. Like smoky voice, like the whole, like she went and had a cigarette, like her smoking breaks for like every 10 minutes that we were together. So when he said that, I started having I got flashbacks to Terry. I was like, oh my God, is Terry? I wonder if Terry's still alive.
Well, Callie took a drink of the coffee.
Okay, the coffee.
Ben died. There's a doctor.
That's convenient.
Ben's dead.
Oh, well, that's I mean, he tried, I guess, kind of.
Jess is just looking around with her arms crossed, like, this is exactly like one of my books.
This is the first time that they've done this specifically. But I actually was kind of like, I mean, obviously, I love every episode, but I felt like a reference like that probably should have been saved at least for the second season of the show.
Yeah.
Because we're not even done with the first season. You're like, well, I wrote something, and you just wrote your first book at the beginning of the season. And now we're talking about it like you have an entire library of books at this point.
Well, the doctor's like, no, it's a coronary. And just like, he's been poisoned. Look at him.
Yeah, just like.
So Callie takes the coffee cup and puts it in her purse.
Callie, what are you doing?
Detective Lieutenant Simeon Kershaw shows up. Simeon Kershaw. These names. Oof. And Jess is like, this is exactly like my book, Murder on the Amazon. Literally. And Kershaw's like, look, if this is actually poison, I will charge. If this isn't poison, I'm going to charge you with obstructing justice because you shouldn't be here. You are not a cop. Yeah. Well, the news director showed up.
I was a little bit. That part was very weird to me. Like the part where he's gonna charge Jessica with something. I was like, wait, what are you talking about now? What? You're just being a dick.
Yeah. Well, the news director showed up.
Oh, hi, news director.
And he wants to use the tape as a WDBX exclusive. So he's like, Jonathan's like, no, you can't. A man just died. You can't do that. So that he goes with the news director, talk to the station manager, and Aaron offers to buy Jess a nightcap because nobody's really going to be sleeping tonight.
Ooh. That sounds dirty.
So now we're at a restaurant.
Oh, hi.
And we find out nobody liked Ben.
Oh, I did what? I mean, I thought he was very popular.
Just to note, girl, Mama Creole's playing the piano.
Oh, hey, Mama Creole, how you is, girl? Hey,
I don't know. Her wig's old.
Hey.
I don't know. You were talking about that lumpy wig on Callie. That ancient plastic thing Mama Creole's wearing.
Mama Creole, honey, you all right? You got some stuff going on.
You don't see her face. How do you know how she's doing?
I mean, she's just doing her thing, honey.
Wouldn't it be great if Mama Creole turned around and went, hey, and then went back to playing?
I mean, it was like 1986. It could have been like Ella Fitzgerald. It could have been like
yes.
They could have gotten somebody to be like Mama Creole. Like it would have been Aretha Franklin, even like.
Yeah, she wasn't doing
Mama Creole's the best. And then she turns around, she's like, hey, y'all. And then she turns back around. That would have been it. I would have been like, okay.
Patti LaBelle in that shitty wig.
Back in them days when she used to wear the crowns. Ooh.
Yes.
By the way, I'm so excited about seeing her live. And
you're seeing her live?
In 2 weeks.
What? I did not know about this.
I bought the tickets 2 years ago. COVID kept causing it to get pushed back, and I never gave up hope that concert was going to happen, and now it's finally going to happen. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not sure how I'm going to control myself during the concert.
Is Mr. Maim going with you?
No.
Are you going alone?
Yes. Because, well, I mean, let's be very honest. Mr. Maim is not a giant fan of Patti LaBelle. So, and at the time, tickets were not cheap. And I was like, I don't even want to risk not getting the ticket as opposed to waiting for somebody. So I was fine. But now as it's approaching and I'm remembering what I was like the first time I saw Kylie Minogue in concert, I'm starting to become concerned because I don't want to be by myself sobbing uncontrollably like I probably am going to be.
What if she does the alphabet song?
She could do literally anything.
She could hand you a pie and you would just fall out.
Girl, I am telling you right now, I am praying that she starts with something upbeat, because if she comes into that stage doing a ballad, it is not going to be pretty. It is not.
Are they good seats or are they a little farther back?
No, they're good seats.
Oh no, girl.
They're good seats.
Catch your shoe. Gotta get ready to catch the shoe.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not even exaggerating right now. Dear listeners, I am an emotional person. I don't think we have established that. Mims obviously knows this about me. And I am very emotional. I'm very reactive. And the first time I saw Kylie Minogue in concert, because her music kind of got me through a bad phase in life, I got so overwhelmed with joy that I sobbed for the first 20 minutes of the concert because I could not control myself. So as you can imagine, being at a button-up affair at the nicest venue in Miami, I'm a little concerned.
Dear listeners, this is even more different because Patti LaBelle got Maim through life.
Life.
I
have done more Patti LaBelle drag than any other artist. Period.
And she's only 42 years old. We caught Maim off guard.
Girl, when she does On My Own, it's gonna be over for me.
I
Dear
wish
listeners, I wish Mims could explain to you that I've had this terrible part of me that thinks that he is a 56-year-old woman who has been dealt the worst hand in life in both love and life, and
She's about 63 now.
I have been living in that truth for my entire life. So whenever there are women that are singing these songs, I feel like they're singing to me, even though that's not how my life was when I was 12.
Little gay boy, why are you here crying?
Uh,
I
that's
wish
not
you could
how
live stream this to me. God.
I'm just telling you. Sorry, us talking about Mama Creole, I just started spiraling just now because
It's
I was like,
okay. It's okay. Well, we find out that Ben gave up smoking, drinking, and Carol.
oh, hey, Carol, who's Carol?
Callie, that's her real name.
Oh, Callie. Oh, okay. That sounds less sedity.
So we find out that Aaron has some bands in other places. He's got a sextet in the Orient. The Orient.
It was the 80s.
What part of the Orient is it?
I don't know.
They're all
There's
the
so many
same.
there's so many parts of it, right? Like
God.
there's many parts. There's the warm part, there's a cold part, there's the part where they have the noodles. Oh wait, that's most of the parts.
Ben's group just came back from South America.
Oh, hey, South
Murder
America.
on the Amazon. See how it all relates? See how it all relates?
Jessica. Oh my gosh. She is prolific.
So now we're at the police station.
Yes. This is okay. Let me just say something about this detective.
Uh-huh.
My least favorite so far.
No, my least favorite was one in New York.
No, but this one's like not even funny. Like he's not even like he's almost like it's almost like the actor is literally taking this role serious. Like I like he felt like after this show he was gonna get cast on like Hill Street Blues. Like it just I don't know. It just felt like he was taking it way too serious.
Well, Detective Lieutenant thinks Holly. They're looking at the video, and the lieutenant thinks that Holly let them use the video, right?
Oh wow.
John Holly comes in. He's like, "Nah, I'm drunk, and I quit because they took the video." And so we find out that the lieutenant. That's the second thing the lieutenant's been wrong about. He throws Jess's book on the counter. He apparently read that in like 5 hours, all 700 pages of that book.
Maybe he got the large print edition.
Maybe it's Maybelline. And the coroner said it was a heart attack. But the lieutenant said, no, go back and look. He was poisoned.
Check the stomach lining.
He was also full of narcotics.
Not narcotics. Well, he did used to be like, he used to be running them streets.
He did used to be running them streets.
You never know. Getting back into it.
We found out that Ben was wanted for murder. Ben and his brother were wanted for murder. But Callie said she was with him the entire night, so it got him off. So that is the beef they have.
Jesus,
the
alibi.
Beef we have found has been shown and served.
Thank you for that roast, honey. Is that sauce on the side? Is this the Wellington? I think it's too rare.
So now we're at the TV station because Jess wanted to view the tapes, Hunty, the tapes, the receipts.
Not the tapes.
So they find out that it wasn't the coffee because Callie was drinking the coffee.
Callie girl.
Callie. So the news director comes in and it's like, what's going on here? And he sees Detective Lutte. He's like, we always want to help you. And Jess goes, I was going to tell everyone who did it on Jonathan's show, but since he's been fired or since he quit, I guess I have to go to your competitor. and they storm out.
She's such a great white lady.
She is such a great white lady.
Using her power for good.
So now we're going to start moving a little bit faster. So here we go.
Yeah, it does get like a rapid pace now.
Yeah, we're at the hotel. We find out that they are testing all of the gum underneath all of the seats.
Mm-hmm.
We also find out that 3 tickets were going to Vegas. Callie was not one of them.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. It was Lisa, Eddie, and Ben. That scoundrel.
Such a scoundrel.
Now we're in a cab. It's Lafayette. He's back.
Lafayette, somehow he found Jessica again.
He takes Jessica to see Ubi and the old bandmates. Ben's old bandmates. The ones that were not going to go with him to Vegas.
Correct.
So, we're at a restaurant watching the bandmates practice. We find out that Aaron is the world's worst businessman.
Oh, okay. Well, that's an interesting record to have.
Yes. And he shows up. Aaron shows up, that is. Aaron shows up. Like they have the conversation with the band members is very quick. You think I did it, don't you? No, of course I don't think you did it. You're just band members. We aren't going to pay you anything more to be a murderer. No. God, you're barely going to be put in this episode.
Literally. It's very true.
So very she true. Leaves, and Lafayette, Aaron shows up, and Lafayette's like, she's riding in my cab, dude. And Aaron's like, but we're friends. And Lafayette's like, but I know you. And you, sir, are not a trustworthy man. Mm-hmm. And just like, it'll be fine. I'm going to go ride with Aaron. So now we're in Aaron's car. Now, I don't know if you noticed in the back, Lafayette's tailing them.
I did not notice that.
Yeah, it's a little Lafayette head in the background tailing them.
That's so
funny. At least I think it is. It looked like him. I mean, it was much smaller, but it looked like a little Lafayette head, and there's just the one car behind him the entire time.
That's really funny. I did not notice that. So there you go.
So Aaron confesses to smuggling, to which Jess like, drugs? How dare you? It's like, no, not drugs. And she seems kind of okay with that.
Yes. She was like, oh, okay.
But Ben was bringing in drugs. Ben. Just say no, Ben. Well, you can't say anything. You did. So.
You're an idiot. Jesus.
And we find out that Callie could not have killed him because she loved him.
I guess that's sweet.
Now we're at the barn. And it's Ben's wake.
Oh, Lord, girl. Okay.
Yes.
Let me just say, on behalf of every person with enhanced melanin, that this was not the tea. Because wasn't nobody crying, wasn't nobody falling out, ain't nobody get carried out during this thing. And it was in New Orleans. Now, you already know, folks have been showing out at this thing. And so, what was it? The one lady, I was so mad. She looked at the body, and then she walked, and then she just put the that right in her eye. I was like, what is happening right now?
Well, but then again, nobody liked him. Nobody liked him.
I mean, nobody. I mean, that's fine. You don't have to like him, but come on now. If you're gonna have a this kind of ceremony, and you got all these you know how. Come on now. You already know what it should have been like.
Eddie put the clarinet in the coffin, and he's having a lot of trouble leaving Eddie alone, or leaving Ben alone, because he really loved Ben and Ben really loved him. And oh no, the cops are here. Yes, so the cops show up.
Hello, cops.
Aaron is arrested.
Oh no!
And the lieutenant grabs the clarinet and says, "We're getting him for murder too." Oh no, don't touch Big Mama Jamma Clarinet. You've got to put that back. Only Ben and Big Frida could do use it. Big Frida girl.
You said Big
That's
Frida.
that's oh my God, she's too young at the time, but could you imagine if Miss Creole was Big Frida?
Yes, that would have been
Oh
epic.
God.
That would have been epic, actually. So you're
Peanut,
correct.
peanut, 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 peanut butter, peanut, 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 peanut butter, peanut, 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 peanut. Okay.
The audience is like, well, I don't know what's happening right now. Like,
Yes. So we already said that Ben told Eddie that only Ben and Big Sweet or whatever their name is can touch it. Okay. We're at the police station. Kramer was smuggling a lot. Like his people in the Orient, that country, they were found with diamonds. You know what they say, girl?
diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Well, I was going to go a little bit further and say, a kiss on the hand, maybe quite continental, but
diamonds are a girl's best friend.
a kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on ya.
Humble flats.
Or help you feed your...
No, help you at the automat.
I thought it was help you feed your pussycat.
Nope. Help you at the automat. Men grow cold as girls grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But stiff back or stiff knees, just stand straight and Tiffany's. Diamond. Oh, sorry. I sing this every week at karaoke. That's why.
Okay.
It's one of my tipping songs, girl. One of my tipping songs. Except I've actually started to make it more humorous. So now I do when they do like the dun 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 Tiffany's, I say dun 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 Marshalls. And I just like name all of our favorite discount retailers.
Oh,
and
God.
that gives me a lot more tips now.
Yes, of course, you're learning the ways of comp.
I'm trying.
Anyway, the lieutenant thinks Aaron did it all. Jess is like, Ben smuggled that poison in.
Oh, Ben.
Then there's a call from the tox lab. There was nothing on the clarinet. Nothing.
Wait, that's not possible because
nothing.
Because Callie drank the coffee and she didn't die, so it has to be on the clarinet.
Nothing. So now we're at John Hawley's show, and it's going to be taped live. Okay. And just sees a dental commercial.
I love that commercial, by the way. I can't have blueberry pie. It leaves stains on my dentures.
Well, use Denture Clean. Fizz.
And that lady was not an older lady in that commercial.
No, she was not. She was in her 20s. Like, I thought it was a little boy at first. God.
She did have that little page boy haircut. It's true. Oh, Lord. I loved it. That could have been a whole series for me. I could have been like, yeah, let's just make that into a show.
So Jess leaves. And who shows up to be her cab driver?
Is it Lafayette again?
It's Lafayette again. And she's like, take me to St. Charles Cemetery. And he says, that place is dead.
Yes.
I was trying to get you to do his accent.
Oh no, I actually like the way you delivered that one because that joke doesn't even deserve.
That's true.
Yeah, that joke doesn't deserve the accent actually.
So now,
and by that point, he wasn't actually using the accent anymore.
That's true. So now we're at the cemetery. It's Ben's burial. People are just leaving as Jess shows up. Like, she does know how to ruin a crowd, doesn't she?
Yes. Yeah, she is not fun.
She approaches Callie and Eddie, and she says, well, the coffee wasn't poisoned. There should have been coffee on the reed. And there was no coffee on the reed. And we find out that Eddie changed the reed.
Oh, no.
And so Eddie says, me, Ben, and Joey did something real bad back in the day. Callie protected us. Ben bought poison to kill Callie, and because he was afraid she was going to sell him out. And I love Callie
Like a lot, like
like a lot.
uncomfortably so. Yeah,
And Callie
uncomfortably
does
so.
not care.
That part was very weird.
Do do
Very weird.
do 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 do.
I
This
like that
episode
this
just ends
podcast
right
is.
there.
I do like that this podcast is ending as awkwardly as the episode did.
Yeah,
So
like
let me tell you this. It's really funny because you actually kind of mentioned this earlier about the gentleman there. So I don't know what it is about him. Obviously, I know that me and you have very different backgrounds, so I know you don't see all the things I see.
uh-huh.
Um, but he plays this type of character a lot in the 80s.
That doesn't surprise
Like
me.
there's something about I don't know what it is. I don't know why he keeps getting cast in this type of like almost bumbly, almost like slow kind of part, but it's like
Yeah,
a thing that I don't. It's very weird. He
he's
was
the
like in like
magical black
multiple movies.
waiter.
Yeah, like multiple
Yeah,
movies,
yeah.
multiple movies, and I was like, because
Hmm.
when he came on, I forgot about this episode a little bit. So like when he came on, I was like, oh, it's him again. And then at first I was like, is he gonna play that kind of character? And as soon as he started talking, I was like,
Yeah.
why does he always play this kind of character?
It's a stereotype. Like it is a stereotype.
Yeah,
A much older stereotype that just kept going. Hopefully, it's over
yeah.
now. But
Mhm. Mm.
well, girl, did you enjoy this episode?
I did. I mean, we're very. It's probably going to be very rare that I say I don't. But yes, no, I enjoyed this. It was a weird one,
It was
right?
a weird one.
It was a weird episode. However, it
Uh
was
huh.
good kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't want it to be like I think that's what I liked about it is that it was a little wacky
Uh
and you
huh.
could tell that they were trying some new things like the whole like cab driver thing. Like you could like they never really have like recurring side characters like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was little stuff that you can kind of tell that the show is starting to break away a bit from the
Yep.
original formula. So I kind of I was really into that.
Me too. I'm thoroughly enjoying these. They are
I told you.
nuts. They
I
are they are
they're they are
they
ridiculous,
are
right?
they are
Like,
absolutely ridiculous. Like
I mean,
God.
it's just for me, literally, like as I watch as I watch these episodes, like none of them for me because it's the thing that I love about mysteries, right? Like why I can't stop watching them even like
Mm-hmm.
in my leisure. It's just because all it is just a bunch of insane characters,
Yep.
right? Like every episode of every mystery is just full of insane characters. And to me, that never gets old.
Well, man, we prattled on for a while. Why don't you tell our
Right.
dear listeners where they can find you?
Oh, yes. Hi, dear listener.
Hi.
So, my name is Auntie Maim. And I'm not even going to do my thing because Mims will make fun of me.
I'm going to
So,
anyway.
I know. So, you can find me on the Instagrams and the Facebooks at auntie.maim. That's Maim. You can find me on the Twitter at Maim Ministry. You can find me IRL in South Florida. If you're ever down here for a vacation,
TRL?
IRL in real life.
Oh.
Get with it. Come on, come on. You're showing your Gen X colors right now. We're trying to be
I
hip.
see your true
True
colors
colors
shining
shining through.
through. I see your true
True
colors.
colors,
That's
and
why
that's why I
I
love
love
you.
you.
Don't
Okay.
be afraid
Okay, keep on going. Keep
to
on
let
going.
them
Too
shine.
much, too much, too much,
All right,
too much,
sorry, we're
Cindy.
gonna
Too
get sued.
much.
Sorry, we're gonna get sued. Sorry. Yeah. So if you want to, you want to come like meet me and hang out in real life, I do improvised comedy at the Villain Theater in Miami.
Villain Theater.
Yeah, villaintheater.com if you ever want to learn about that stuff. I
.com.
Yep.com. I host Laughs at Lit, which is a stand-up comedy show. Every Tuesday night in Fort Lauderdale. Which if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see posts about that.
Instagram.
And I host I host Amazing Colossal Karaoke, which is a karaoke show slash comedy show in Miami Beach on
Say
Thursday
it,
nights.
bitch.
Yep, on Thursday nights at a little bar called Kill Your Idol. So,
Kill it,
um,
dead.
lots of places around South Florida that you can catch me. How about you, Mims?
I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me at Divine Miss Mims on Twitter. You can find this podcast at You Slay Me Pod on Twitter.
That margarita's kicking in. I can tell.
I enjoy doing that so much. It just
No, I can tell.
it takes you off guard and you lose your train of thought and yeah.
Yeah.
You can find this podcast. We've got a Patreon, patreon.com/ Mims and Maim.
Trying to get rid of ads, everybody.
And we've also got another goal. We have 8 years to get $25,000 to go on a Viking cruise.
We want to spend our 50th year on this planet on a Viking cruise going through Europe. And we need your help. We need your help.
Let's see here. What else? We've got another Pudicasti. It's called Baking Sugar. Pudicasti. Do you have anything else to add, Maim?
No, I don't.
Then why don't you say goodnight, Maim?
Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.